What's up all? So this is gonna be today is Halloween, still Halloween, and today I'm gonna show you how to create a cheesy bass, very cheesy bass line. So create a combinator, and for instruments create a maelstrom. So right now we have a sine wave, and we want this to be a square. Turn the decay all the way down, and the sustain a little bit down. So we'll have more of a short stab. Attack a little bit more. Alright, that's cool. Bring it down an octave. Turn things up. Alright, for the second one we're gonna have sine wave and just bring it down 2 octaves. Turn the attack like about 50. Release about 30. I'm just adjusting the decay right now. We can actually bring the semi all the way up and the shift about 2/4 to the right. So now here we have our cheesy bass. Let's see. I just turned on filter B because filter B is a little bit easier to work with. For polyphonic, I'm going to turn up at 13 and range about 12. An octave. When we turn up the modulation wheel, here's all the parameters. So I'm going to turn up shift about 30. You can hear that sub come in, and it's really nice. All the scent all the way down for the sub bass. And right now I'm gonna create Scream 4. I'm gonna turn it to tape, put P2 about halfway, use a cut. I'm gonna cut like 11 on the lows, turn the range up to damage control up to 3. Things are a little bit louder, but they're not distorting, which is great. So I want to turn up the reverb. I'm actually going to use this as more of an effect. So like that. I'm going to turn it 100% dry and wet simultaneously. So I think the easiest way to do this is to grab a pulsar from the utilities, flip it over, and let's see, it's going in and out. That's great, but they don't have one for dry and wet. Here's a gate trigger. Let's see if this will work. No, that doesn't work. So they don't have a parameter for dry and wet. So we're gonna have to do that manually. Another cool thing is, let's duplicate this and drag the audio input to the main output and do the same thing. Take out the input, flip it around, meaning we want the main output to be in the input and this output to be in the input of the left and right. It sounds kind of distorted right now because we only need one more oscillator. We're going to actually change this to a sawtooth and bring it down and turn the volume about 30 or so. And as we bring it in, you'll start to notice something quite different. Just gonna mess with the parameters a little bit more. What the sawtooth is actually doing is it's modulating both of this whole patch basically, but it's giving it a little bit more grain. So as I turn down the shift, you'll start to notice a much grainier effect. I'm sorry, up on the shift knob. It has more of graininess to it, and I want to turn up the decay a little bit more. But not too much so it's noticeable. Okay, so there we have our cheesy bass. And you can use it with the modulation wheel, which is perfect. So that's our patch for right now. I'm gonna create cheesy bass.